Last but not least, our final guest is from the south side of Chicago, which he still calls home. He's currently co-starring in Amazon's The G as Detective Smiley, and will appear in the plays Adultish and Behind the Scenes. He's also appeared on episode 20, season 6 of Chicago Fire, and will make an appearance on Comedy Central's South Side. He has written several award-winning books across many genres, which he has for sale today, correct? So many books for sale. You should buy all these books.
It's like a pop-up store.
It sure is.
Oh, that's perfect for the holidays.
And he can be found on Twitter at Greatest Poet Alive. That's great with an 8. Please welcome back to Tuesday Funk, James Gordon.
I always like to do this. This is the first place I ever did storytelling besides the Moth. So let me give it up for Andrew and Eden for having me again, please. I'm going to start off with a poem and then I'll go into the story. This poem is from the international award-winning sequel, Angelica's Box, The Evolving. It's called Killer Lipstick. Stuck between damnation and salvation, body chilled and profusely sweating. There is movement to my heart, yet it threatens to beat out of my chest. Starving and have absolutely no inclination of an appetite. Feeling like a peacock and humbled like a man taken from his own land. Vacillating forth and back to these extremes. Wondering how these predicaments befell me. Clues are not to be found. I raise fingers to my mouth to reveal answer. Traces have clung where and from you kissed me. Killer lipstick has me undone, and our lips have never met. My poem. My brother's a frugal guy. Borders on cheap sometimes, but a frugal guy, because that's polite to say. He finds deals everywhere. He cuts coupons, he goes to Groupon, Walmart is one of his favorite places. He's even freaking going on Craigslist, and when I mentioned this to him, hey dude, strange things happen on Craigslist. He said, nothing's ever happened on Craigslist. I said, you obviously haven't watched Lifetime with our mother. You haven't done that. It happened. So it was no surprise, as I was playing PlayStation, Arkham Asylum, my brother comes in, he says, hey bro, I found him. I said, well, okay, pause the game. What did you find? The cabinets that mom was looking for, I found them. For nothing. I said, bro, where did you find these cabinets? Dude, Craigslist. I said, oh shit. He said, man, don't be like that. It's cool, it's cool. He says, don't worry about it. You won't go with me anyway. Which was true. I could give a shit about a deal. I really could. If it was $8.99, 5 blocks away, and $12.99 across the street, guess what? I'm going right across the street, going back in the house, because I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be searching around for bargains. But something about this particular time, I said, you know what, bro? I'll go with you. No problem. He says, what? I said, no, I'll go with you. Where do we have to go? He says, we got to go to Beverly. I said, Beverly Hills? He says, dude, no, Beverly by the Plaza. Just a quick geographic, demographic lesson. Beverly is on the south side of Chicago. It spans somewhere around 87th to 103rd, from Ashland to Western, very posh, very affluent, big giant houses that border on mansions, and I'd never been there, we always went past it. So I said, okay, fine. Let's call Sandy. Sandy's got a bigger car, we can carry the cabinets. Call Sandy. Sandy's got this deep ass voice. Sounds like this. Hello? Said, Sandy, bro, come on man, we need you. Bring your car. What we doing? Where we going? I said we're going to Beverly. He says, Beverly Hills? I said, no, we're going to Beverly by the Plaza. He says, okay, can we get something to eat afterwards? I said, sure, no problem. He says, chicken and beer? I said, dude, that's stereotypical. You gotta try different shit. You can't just keep eating chicken and beer. He said, that's what I want. I said, okay, fine. We'll go to Harold's. Now, for those of you who never boarded on the south side of Chicago anywhere, if you ever gonna try chicken, get you some Harold's chicken. A lot of you nodding heads, you know what the hell I'm talking about. 6 wings, fried hard, mild sauce, hot sauce, Trust me, change your whole life. So I said, okay, fine. He comes and gets us and we head on out. Now, Gary is the guy with the cabinets. We show up at Gary's house. Gary's cool as shit. He's like, hey man, you know, I got sandwiches. He's got beers. He's like, hey, cabinets are yours, but I got a refrigerator that's brand new. And I brought a brand new refrigerator. Do you want it? My brother, ever the bargain shopper, he says, well, how much for it? Gary says, you can have it. You just got to get it out of here. My brother's like, cool, that's fine. We'll come back tomorrow with a U-Haul. Like I said, Gary was cool as shit. We drank some more beers, we left on out. We go out to Sandy's car. Sandy hits the alarm. Nothing. He hits the alarm again. Nothing. He hits it. Nothing. Turns to us and says, I think the battery's dead. My brother, now I forgot to tell you, my brother's a bit of an asshole. He's my best friend in the world. Great guy, but he's a bit of an asshole. You know how there's somebody in your crew that you know who's got always some smart shit to say? That's my brother. He waits for he's a predator of that shit like that. As soon as Sandy says the battery's done, he says, dude, the battery is supposed to last all day. What did you just do? Go outside and just beep it to death? Sandy says, I don't know, it just is like that. He says, dumb motherfucker. He says, okay, cool. We'll go to O'Reilly's and get a battery. It's right on Western. All of a sudden we're walking and a lady steps out of her house and says, body snatchers! Oh my God, body snatchers! And we're looking around like, where? And she's pointing at us. And we're like, what? No, we're black, we're not plants. There's a difference. And she's just screaming at the top of lungs, so we start speed walking a little bit because it happens when you're black and people start pointing at you. So we get to Western, we go to O'Reilly's, they don't have a battery. My brother says, hey, we can go to Radio Shack, it's on 95th. Sandy says, I don't want to walk that far. My brother says, right on time, well, it's not like we can drive there. Sandy just looks at him, I'm sitting there trying not to laugh because it's funny. And we start walking along, my phone rings. It is my girlfriend at the time. We've been seeing each other for a couple of months, and you know how it's still sort of fresh when you're seeing somebody in a couple of months. It has that ching, and all the sparkles and glitter to it still. You haven't really ran into her crazy yet, so it's still like cool. So we're sitting there talking on the phone with, hey babe, I missed you, talking. And all of a sudden, I look up, and my brother and Sandy are up against a police car. My brother, cognizant as he always is, he looks up at me and says, with his head, I said, babe, stay on the phone, put my phone in my jacket, stay on the phone, please, okay? My brother and Sandy up against the car, I don't know what's going on to say it. She immediately, oh my God, what's going on? Babe, stay calm, please, okay? Put the phone, I got it on speaker. I walk past, I'm keeping an eye on my brother and Sandy. I hear, hey! It's not my name, so I don't stop. Hey, you stop! I start picking up a little bit. Hey, stop right now, motherfucker! And I come to a screeching halt. But not because of the voice. There are now 3 squad cars, 2 unmarked cars, 2 Tahoes with the wrong paint job, and a helicopter now overhead. An overzealous uniformed cop says, freeze! Get your hands up, bastard! I put my hands up immediately because I figured if I keep them there, nobody gets shot with their hands up. I said, what? No, what's going on? What's going on? We know you tried to rob those houses. We got the call. No, we didn't try to do it. We were getting cabinets. He said, oh no, motherfucker, we got you. You and your boys. Detective comes up. He says, calm down. Calm down. He said, man, you can put your hands down. I said, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm keeping them right here. He said, no, seriously, you can put your hands down. I said, no, my hands are right here. I got no weapons. I mean you no harm. I got nothing. My hands are staying right here till this mess is finished. He says, no, I'm ordering you to put your hands down. And I said, I'm telling you, I'm not putting these hands down. They're right here. You can see them. He says, do you know why we stopped you? I said, yeah, we're 3 black dudes. in a nice neighborhood, minding their own business. The other guy, the overzealous uniform cop, says, well, at least you know why, motherfucker. He starts searching, and he starts grabbing in certain places. Hey, man, stop. He says, well, you shouldn't wear saggy pants. I said, it's a jogging suit. It's supposed to be kind of saggy. It'd be crazy if it looked tight. He says, you're a bit of a smart ass, aren't you? I said, well, I got a bachelor's and a master's degree. I guess that good can make me kind of smart. Detective says, hey, big guy, calm down. I said, I'm real calm, man, but you got guns all around me. You got a helicopter still hovering above me. What for? So there was a report of 3 suspicious characters walking around the neighborhood casing houses. I said, nah, that's not what he was doing. He came to get cabinets from Gary of Craigslist. He says, well, we got to check this out. It's 21 degrees outside. We sat out there for about 45 minutes, maybe a bit longer. They handcuffed us and took us back on the street where Gary lived. The lady comes out. I told you, body snatchers. And I figured out, oh shit, body snatchers means black. I didn't know that. They go to Gary. Gary comes out, what are you doing? These guys are coming to get cabinets. They came to get cabinets and they come back to the refrigerator. Oh my God, stop. These are good guys. What are you doing? They let us go, uncuff us. The overzealous uniform cop says, hey, as soon as you get your business, why don't you bring your black ass back to Beverly again?
Jesus.
Tell Gary thank you for vouching for us. Glare at the lady still sitting on the porch, scowling. We have to go back to Radio Shack because we never made it, to get the battery. Finally get the battery, get the car started, and leave. I tell my brother, you'll never have to go anywhere else by yourself, ever. And as far as the officer telling us not to come back to Beverly, well, we did that day. The next day we did. Because when wrongdoing and oppression and racist behavior step up, somebody's got to step back up and meet it. Thank you.